Should you capitalize after a colon in grammar? Have you ever wondered whether to capitalize the first word after a colon? This is a common question in the world of grammar and punctuation. Let's break it down together. The rules for capitalization after a colon can vary based on the context and the style guide you are following. Generally, if what follows the colon is a list, a phrase, or a fragment, you do not capitalize the first word. For example, consider this sentence. You will need the following items: a notebook, a pen, and a ruler. Here, a remains lowercase because it introduces a list. However, if the colon introduces a complete sentence, the rules change. In this case, you may need to capitalize the first word. For instance, in the sentence, he had one goal, to win the championship, to is capitalized because it starts a complete thought. Different style guides have their own preferences. The American Psychological Association style recommends capitalizing the first word after a colon only if it begins a complete sentence. On the other hand, the Chicago Manual of Style suggests capitalizing the first word after a colon only if it is followed by two or more complete sentences. If it is just a single sentence or fragment, lowercase is preferred. In British English, the approach is slightly different. Typically, the first word after a colon is not capitalized, even if it begins a complete sentence unless it is a proper noun. For example, she had one dream, to travel the world. Here, to stays lowercase. Proper nouns always receive capitalization after a colon, regardless of what follows. If you write, he visited Paris, France, Paris is capitalized because it is a specific name. When writing, it is helpful to identify whether what follows the colon is a complete sentence or a list. If you are ever unsure, consulting the relevant style guide can clarify the rules for your specific context. Understanding the role of the colon in sentence structure helps determine whether capitalization is appropriate. Remember, capitalization does not affect pronunciation but signals to the reader a new sentence or emphasis. So, the answer to the question is that capitalization after a colon is not a one-size-fits-all rule. It depends on whether what follows is a complete sentence, a list, or a phrase, as well as the style guide you are using. Proper nouns are always capitalized after a colon. Keep these guidelines in mind, and you will navigate colons with confidence.